Hello and welcome to justcomparecars.com. My name is James and today I'm going to be doing a walk around video of this 2019 69 plate Nissan Navara. It's a 2.3 DCI 190 Tekna Auto TT. It's done just 37,000 miles and it's got full Nissan service history with 4 services in total. Okay, so we've been doing these walk around videos for quite a while now and we find them to be very popular, mainly because it means you get to view the vehicle from the safety and comfort of your own home, but as if you were here today with me in person. As I walk around the vehicle with you today, we'll look at all the panels individually, looking for any marks, scratches or dints. We'll have a look at the wheels and tyres, looking at the tread depths. We'll have a look in the back. Then we'll have a look inside the vehicle, looking at the seats and functionality. I'll even tell you what it smells like inside. When we've done that, we'll pop the bonnet and have a look at the engine. And finally, we'll have a look underneath at the underside of the engine, the chassis, and of course the spare wheel. Now, once you've watched the video, if you're happy with what you see and you'd like to buy it, a small deposit will secure it and we can pretty much deliver it anywhere in the world. If you're looking to finance a vehicle, we can go through an application with you. We will ask you for a deposit to cover the VAT because it is a VAT applicable vehicle. In some instances we can look to get around that, but that will depend on you quite heavily and your personal circumstances. An application takes 5 minutes and we can usually get you a decision within about an hour. It's also worth mentioning that once you've watched the video, if you think I've missed something, or if you'd like to see something specifically or in a bit more detail, please just ask. There's absolutely nothing to hide. I'd rather show you before you leave the comfort of your own home at the end of the day and you potentially turn up and be disappointed. Right, so let's start with the bonnet and then hopefully we'll work our way around from there. It has literally just arrived and hopefully you agree it's in fantastic condition. So in regards to the bonnet, obviously I do say this every time, it's done 37,000 miles, obviously not a great amount of miles, but it has done 37,000 miles on a British road. So you know there are going to be little stone chips and whatever else just because of the nature of other roads in the UK. Hopefully you can appreciate and see from the video that the bonnet's in phenomenal condition. To be fair, there's no nasty marks or dints I can see. There are very few stone chips, but they are very, very small and not that easy to spot at all. So yeah, there is a couple, but nothing serious, and you wouldn't pick them out. Being really critical, there's a tiny little, see that? It's like a rub mark. I don't know if it's rubbed against a bush or something. I'll probably polish out, to be fair. Right, so driver's side headlight, as you can see, it's the updated headlight, darker. It's got the daylight running lights. And front bumper, working our way around, as you can see. Again, there's going to be little stone chips like that, but there's no nasty or detrimental marks on it at all. It's in fantastic condition. Again, passenger headlights in fantastic condition. A couple of very tiny little stone chips. Passenger side front wing, great condition. No nasty marks or dents, everything looks really nice and clean. Passenger side front wheel and tyre, obviously you can see it's got the latest style alloy, it's in great condition, there's no damage, with a Maxxis tyre. And for all intents and purposes they look brand new. Under the arch, everything looks really nice and clean, there's no damage. Windscreen, again, is free from any stone chips or damage. Passenger mirror back's in nice clean condition, there's no damage, everything looks clean, mirror's intact. So let's go over the pillars. Hopefully you can see from that it's in nice and clean condition, there's no damage or dints. The roof, as you can see, obviously it's got a sunroof which we'll have a look at when we get inside, but the actual roof panel itself's in great condition, there's no damage. Right, so before we go down the passenger side, I always like to have a look at this for you. I'll just move my camera across a little bit. Reason being is, from this you can see that there's no misalignment of gaps and all the paint's correct, there's no mismatches of colour and it looks absolutely spot on. So down the passenger side steps in great condition, and hopefully you can see from that the panels are really nice and clean and straight and there's no nasty marks or dints and no damage at all. Do a couple of passes just to make sure we're not missing anything. but I don't think there is any marks or dents at all on this on the panels. Nice and clean. Now, obviously this one's got a canopy. I always like to look at this view here, simply for the reason that as you can see all three pieces of the vehicle, and as you can see, absolutely perfect match. I think potentially the canopy's been on there since new. Being really picky, there's a little tiny mark on the canopy there, but it's nothing. So, passenger side rear quarter. And it's in nice clean condition. Certainly no dents. I can't see any marks on it either. There's nothing to show you. You will notice on the later vehicles they do have what appears to be two fuel caps. This side is your diesel, and then the opposite side is your AdBlue, which makes it obviously ULEZ or ultra low emission zone compliant, which is becoming more and more important for a lot of people nowadays. Passenger side rear wheel and tyre, wheels in great condition. It's a matching tyre, matching tread depth, basically looks like brand new. Arches looking great, under the arches look great. Chassis in fantastic condition. So the Pegasus canopy, really nice bit of kit, very expensive when it was new. Ideal if you're going to work, because obviously you've got the two opening sides. Being quite critical, the pneumatics are a little bit lazy on that, but nothing serious. And mostly you can replace those what they call struts. That one works fine. So actually what you could do is nick one from this side and put it on that side. So passenger side tail light, as you can see, it's got the Navara N-Guard style covers, look really good, dead trick. As you can see, the lights are in fantastic condition. There's no misting, there's no damage, there's no cracks, everything looks really nice and clean. Rear bumper is in fantastic condition, as you can see. No nasty marks or dents. It has got a tow bar, and I would have hazard a guess that that's never been used. It's got the earlier style electrics. So, tailgate, as you can see, is in really great condition. It's matching everything else, there's not a mark on it. There's a tiny little stone chip just there. That is it. It's just occurred to me actually, at the beginning I said that it's a VAT applicable vehicle, and it's not. It's not VAT applicable on this one, there's no VAT to pay, so ignore that, sorry about that. Right, so in the back, comes off the sponge, let's get rid of that. So, in the back, everything's nice and clean. As you can see, it's obviously not had a hard life. It's not been used for anything nasty or dirty. Very clean, and it smells nice inside in the back as well. It's exceptionally clean actually, to be fair. Right, driver's side tail light. Nice and clean, no damage, no misting, everything looks good. Driver's side rear quarter. And again, it's in fantastic condition, there's no damage, no marks, no dents, everything looks really nice and clean. Being really critical, there's a tiny little scratch just there. Driver's side rear wheel and tyre. Wheels in great condition, it's a matching tyre, matching tread depth, and everything's nice and clean under the arch. This one is the AdBlue. It's worth remembering that these will tow 3.5 tons if required, and also they will do around the 40 miles per gallon mark. Obviously not towing 3.5 ton, but it's also worth mentioning that. Right, so driver's side, and again you can see there's no misalignment of gaps. All the paint is perfectly matching. It's in great condition. Driver's side of the roof is nice and clean, there's no damage. Pillars, lovely and clean, no damage, no dents, everything looks clean. Down the driver's side panels, And again, absolutely fantastic. There's not a dint on it. Really nice and clean. Side steps are in fantastic condition, as are the panels. And you can see it, absolutely great condition. Driver's side mirror back's in nice clean condition, there's no damage. Mirror's intact. And then driver's side front wing. And again, it's in great condition. Being really critical, I mean properly critical as well. There's a tiny little mark there. Can't feel it on my finger, which is usually a good indication that it would potentially polish out if you're bothered. Driver's side front wheel and tyre. Again, the wheel's in fantastic condition, no damage. It's a matching tyre, so it's a full set of Maxxis Bravos, and they're all basically new. Under the arch, again, great condition. Right, so onto the interior. I think just before I go into the interior, let's just have a quick look at the vehicle again. It's in phenomenally good condition. I don't think I've seen a dint on it, so you know, it just goes to show you how well it's been cared for and used. And obviously there is a couple of little stone chips, but I don't know about you, but from my point of view, I'd be more worried if they didn't have any. Kind of looks like it's been touched in or something. But yeah, really very good condition throughout. Okay, so onto the interior. It is worth mentioning, it is keyless entry, keyless go. So as long as you've got your key in your pocket, you can lock and unlock the vehicle using that button there. You have to bear with me a second, sorry about that. Right, so yeah, as long as you've got your key in your pocket, in your purse and in your wallet, for instance, you can press that button and then press it again. If you press it once, as you can see, it's going to tell me off, saying that it's... hopefully someone will get that. Yeah, the key's inside. So, bear me 1 second, sorry about that. Definitely not going to answer the phone again. Right, so onto the interior. Seats in fantastic condition. Bolsters are in really very firm. Not surprising at 30,000 miles. Material, as you can see, is really very nice and clean. There's a couple of little specks. I think what it is, it's because it's perforated, it's just caught a little bit of dirt in it. When it's been cleaned, it's not been removed. But yeah, that's nothing. So, driver's seat is fully electric. And obviously you can see you can move it around as you need. Bolsters, you can see, pump up. Everything looks and works as you would expect it to. All the mats are in great condition. Phone's ringing, I have to go ignore that, I'm sorry. Right, so the armrest, as you can see, is nice and clean. Cup holder, etc. Right, so let me just jump in. Oh, it's worth mentioning, let's just have a quick look at the door card. Driver's side door card's in really nice, clean condition. All the electric windows, electric mirror, sorry, get words out. The mirror window lock, can't get my words out, of course. And then the door locks there, electric folding mirrors, and then also your mirror controls there as well. Door card's in great condition, there's no damage, everything looks really nice and clean. Right, so let me jump in. Dashboard is in great condition. Everything looks really nice and clean. Passenger seat, again, bolsters are in great condition. Doesn't really feel like it's ever been sat into me. Seats in the back all look good. Obviously it's got the uprated head unit in this, so it looks much bigger than the original and it works really well. So start it up. This one's got 2 key fobs, as you can see. Start it, it's just a matter of putting your foot on the brake and then pressing the stop start button. It preheats and starts straight away without issue. So on the dashboard, once it starts up, you'll see that there's no warning lights other than the fact that the handbrake's on. I'm not wearing my seatbelt and it'll probably tell me that the fuel's a bit low, like it just did. So other than that, in obviously perfect condition. Steering wheel is really very nice and clean. There's no fading, all the stitches intact, everything looks good. 7-speed automatic gearbox, Nissan says it'll do 40. Talking to people that we've sold them to, very achievable. It's going to depend on you, obviously, and how you drive at the end of the day. Right, so steering wheel controls. The right part here is basically your cruise control. I'm sure you know how to use that. And then the lower part is you can answer your phone and hang up from there. Also worth mentioning is that if you've got a smartphone like an iPhone or an Android, you can go into your smart assistant and you can press and hold that, and then you can actually control your assistant with that button. So that's quite cool. Left hand side basically is your media center, and also you can control, as you can see, the dashboard. You've got your driving aids. There's no warnings, as you can see. Also you can control the media center with it as well. So media center, may as well start with the reversing image. As you can see, you've got your 360 image to the left, and then obviously your reverse image to the right. But once you've pressed that camera button, what you can do is you can go into drive and then click on the camera button, which is there, and then you can have your forward facing view as well. What I quite like in reverse is once it's in reverse, if you click that camera button again, it gives you the left hand view. So if you're on your own, you can't necessarily see down there, and obviously that, from my point of view, makes it better. So home screen is, as you can see, it looks quite cool. So let's have a look at nav, let's look at the map. As you can see, the screen's a decent size and it works really well. In the older ones, you did find that there was a little bit of lag on these, so obviously they've upped the processor in this and made it a little bit quicker, and it really does work very well. Very similar to your screen on your mobile phone. So as you can see, you can really use it properly and easily as well. Audio, as you can see, you've got Bluetooth audio, DAB, FM and AM. You've also got USB and auxiliary, which are down below. And to obviously get the connectivity on your phone, you do need to plug your phone in as well. So you've got connections, Wi-Fi, you've got USB, you've got Bluetooth, everything that you would want if you were obviously in any vehicle. It has got Apple iPlay as well. iPlay. So you can plug your iPhone in and get all your navigation and everything through that. Really decent system. Dual zone climate control, switchable 4-wheel drive, hill descent, and also you can lock and unlock your vehicle from there as well. As you can see, armrests in nice and clean condition. You've got your cup holders. It does smell nice inside as well. Doesn't smell like it's ever been smoked in, so that's all good. Obviously you've got the sunroof, which is a one touch, open and close. Obviously that works faultlessly. You can have tilt and slide as well if you wish, so obviously you can tilt it open that way. Roof lining's nice and clean, and there's no damage. Everything looks spot on. I don't think there's anything else. Obviously, if you think I missed something, just ask. I'm happy to show you absolutely anything. It's not a problem at all. Switch that off. Down by your right knee, stability control. Your fuel caps are there. Trip reset, and also your clock illuminations are there as well. While I'm here, let's pop the bonnet, which is just there. In the back, seats, again, really very nice and clean. It's got the overmats all round. Carpets are in great condition. Everything looks good. Under the seats, you can pin those back if you wish, so obviously you can have it up like that instead. But your toolkit, your jack and everything's under there as well. Door card, again, in the back is a really nice and clean condition. There's no damage. It's worth mentioning, if this one's not for you for whatever reason, we do specialise in pickup trucks. We've got lots on site, and there's more arriving on a daily basis. So yeah, lots and lots of pickup trucks, and that's mainly what we do. We do have some vans, and we do have some commercial vehicles as well. Passenger side door card's in really nice clean condition. Again, there's no damage. Everything looks really nice and clean. As you can see, the seats are in great condition. It's got more overmats, obviously. Carpets are all good. Passenger side rear door card, again, really nice clean condition. There's no damage, and again, everything's really nice and clean and well presented. Right, so let's have a look under the bonnet. So, under the bonnet, everything's really very nice and clean and very well presented. Obviously it's got full Nissan service history, so it goes without saying that it's been maintained meticulously. If anything, it's probably had over service, if nothing else, at 37,000. Turbo unit, as you can see, is really very clean. There's no signs of any oily residue or leaking. All the fluids are clean and to the correct levels as well. Genuine Nissan battery. Obviously it's got manufacturer's warranty in place, which is 5 years or 100,000 miles, whichever comes first. So there's lots and lots left on that. Let's have a quick look underneath. So no signs of any historic oil leaks underneath. Chassis is in great condition, as is the exhaust and all the other bits. Rear diff is nice and clean and dry. No signs of any oil leaks. Spare is a steel, and it's got a brand new Continental tyre on it. Okay, so hopefully I've shown you everything that you would need to see if you were here today with me in person. Probably a little bit more. At the end of the day, I'd rather show you too much than not enough. But obviously, like I mentioned before, you know, if I do think I've missed something, or if you want to see something in a bit more detail, please just ask. It's not a problem. Happy to show you absolutely anything at all. But for the moment, thanks for watching and sticking with me. Really appreciate it. It's worth mentioning. Have a look on our Facebook page, because you will find different pictures of this that you won't find anywhere else. Anyway, thanks for watching, sticking with me. Appreciate it. Take care, stay safe. Bye-bye.